Welcome to Tech Teach.
This is other way to categorize the architecture of a computer system. There is another way that we can categorize it, the RISC and CISC type of architectures. So in RISC architecture, it is reduced instructions set computers. This is complex instruction set computers. Complex instructions set computers. This is the CISC. So the initial processors that were designed that were considered to be the CISC one. So CISC processors are considered to be the complex instruction set computers, in the sense here the instructions that will be there in the CISC one is like the instructions that will be there that will be complex in the sense that they will be performing complex operations. A single operation will be performing the multiple operations, and there will be a separate hardware for executing the instructions. So here in the CISC type, instructions will be complex. You can understand, like, that is the multiplier. If a multiply operation is there, if you are doing the multiply operation, so for performing the multiply, there is a separate hardware. So there is a separate hardware for instruction. So in case of CISC type of architecture, to execute the instructions, there is a separate instructions are required basically. So as the separate instructions are required, they were like complex, considered to be the complex in design, and they are faster because for each operation, for each instruction, there is a separate hardware, so it is faster. Okay, and also as the hardwares are required for each instruction, and instructions are more number of instructions are there, so large hardwares are required. Large number of hardwares are required, so cost is also larger. So this was the basic initial processors that were designed. But nowadays the processors are the reduced instruction set computers. So RISC type of processors are there. So RISC type of processors, in the sense they will be performing the operation that will be having a common hardware. There is no separate hardware for each instructions. So you can think of, like, here in case of RISC one, if you want to perform the multiply, it will be using the adders only. So adders are sufficient to perform the multiplication also. Adders can be performing the subtraction, division, multiply, all the operations will be performed by the adders only. So one hardware is there that will be performing the operations. So in terms of size, its size will be reduced. Here the large number of hardwares are there. Size is high. Size is large. Large size, you can think of it. So basic understanding you can get from here, like what is the basic difference between RISC type of architecture and CISC type of architecture. Some features are given here. We will be just going through it. So RISCs are simpler instructions will be there. Hence simple instruction decoding is also there. Instruction comes under size of one word. So in one word only the instructions will be there. Instruction takes a single clock cycle. As the size of the instruction is small, it will be taking single clock cycle to get executed. So one instruction will be executed in single cycle in RISC type. More general purpose registers are there. Here the registers will be high. So more general purpose registers will be there into these type of systems. Simple addressing modes are there, and fewer data types. Fewer data types it will be supporting, and a pipeline can be achieved. Here pipelining can be achieved by using the RISC type of architectures. In the CISC type of processors, so the instructions will be complex, hence complex instruction decoding will be required. Instructions are larger than one word, so it takes more than one cycle to get execution of a particular instruction. So it takes more than single clock cycle to get executed a particular instruction. And less number of general purpose registers are there, because mainly here It's not like the instruction will be executed with the help of registers, general purpose registers. It will be directly executing without the help of registers. So it takes more time. It is complex here. Complex addressing modes are there. Less number of general purpose registers are there, and more number of data types. So it can support more number of data types. The same, it can be explained from here also, like what is the CISC basically, how it is CISC and RISC is compared.